Hello, my name is Dan Skipdown, and this is my review of Despicable Me 3. Now, this is the third film in the Despicable Me franchise, uh, starring Steve Carell as Gru. This time around, he has a twin brother named Drew, and he plays the voice of both characters. We get this movie started with this child star turned arch villain called Balthazar Brat. And this character is voiced by Trey Parker from the South Park TV show and so forth. He's got this really interesting kind of gimmick where it's all about the 80s. It's all about shoulder pads. It's all about these 80s ballads, music, and so forth. It's like mullets and crazy hairdo. He's a really cool character, if you ask me. I really thought this is a really interesting villain for Groot to go up against. We also have Lucy Wilde, portrayed by Kristen Wiig, and of course they have their two daughters. And these guys grew, from the previous movies. He has turned from bad guy to good guy, and he has all his little minions, as it were. And because he's good, he doesn't have minions anymore. Minions are kind of put away, put in jail, because they want to work for an arch villain. They don't want to work for a good guy. So we have this whole story going on where Balthazar Brat is trying to steal this diamond, this big diamond, to get this drill, this drill that's in this life-size gigantic robot of himself, because he wants to, destroy the world, or if whatever you have it. He wants to do something with the world. I'm not going to give it away, the whole plot. But then we have this subplot with Drew and Gru, and it kind of goes off the main story of the film. And, if you're a fan of the Despicable Me films, you have come accustomed to getting to know Gru, and he's got an interesting voice. And Steve Carell's really made this character a fun, entertaining character forever. And then, of course, he ends up getting involved with Lucy Wilde, voiced by Kristen Wiig, and they're kind of a cool team. She turns him into a good guy, so he fights bad guys, and Balthazar Brat is that bad guy. So this is the core story of this film. But then we have stories about the minions. Well, the minions are cute and entertaining in small doses. Of course, they had their own movie a few years back, and it didn't get the perception of the Minions movie wasn't as good. It didn't get received as well as the previous two Despicable Me films. Now, all these films are from Illumination Media, and they do a good job with their animation. They had a couple good films out, Secret Life of Pets and Sing last year. And I really give them a lot of credit. Their animation is different than most animation studios, so they stand out on their own as being something different. That being said, the story is what fails this version of Despicable Me 3. There's too many little subplots going on with all these different characters instead of being focused on the main plot of the movie. And they didn't know where to go once they had Gru and Lucy Wilde fired from the detective, the agency that they worked for, the secret agency that they worked for. Once that happened, they didn't know where to go with this story, and it goes off in this whole twin brother kind of storyline, and I didn't like it that much. And I thought they should have focused more on the main characters and the main villain. So unfortunately, for this version of Despicable Me, I'm going to have to say it's a skip it for me. Hopefully, they come back with another Minions or another Despicable Me movie, and it's better than this one. So this is my review of Despicable Me 3. You can find me at Dan Skipdown on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Also, I do a podcast with Vincent Laspada called The Best Damn Movie Show. You can find that on Facebook, or the latest episode is on the Best Damn Movie Show YouTube channel. Also, I do 2 series. One show called The Top 5 Weekly, which I do every week, where myself and some friends usually run down a various topic: director, actor, actress, genre, whatever. And we also do this is a limited series of 52 videos called the 52 must-see movies and why they matter. And we analyze and break down classic films and why these films are such essential viewing for everybody out there. So I'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.